So in this video, I want to briefly take a look at this relatively new rollerball from Sailor. It's called the Tuzu. That's T-U-Z-U. They call it a ballpoint, but it's I would consider it a rollerball just because of how it's capped and the refill, but we can get into that stuff in a second. Basically, Sailor has come out with this new line, and there is a rollerball and there's a fountain pen. The fountain pen is the one that's getting all the attention lately. It's called the Tuzu Adjustable, and we'll cover why they call it the adjustable in a minute. But it's a steel nibbed fountain pen, which Sailor doesn't make a whole lot of, at least in the US market. And I don't have one of those. Maybe we'll look at it in a later video. This is just gonna cover this rollerball here, and it costs about $29. It's available now through like US importers, and I think probably on Amazon and some places like that. Main features of this capped rollerball are a good size, I'd say fairly large. It has a natural fit grip, and then it uses Pentel's Energel ink, which it's a little bit strange for one of the major pen companies, in this case Sailor, to be bragging about using another company's ink. But Pentel is, you can't really go wrong using Pentel's ink in your rollerball or your gel pen or anything like that. So Sailor, I think, said, yeah, we don't make this refill shape or whatever. We'll use Pentel's. So again, a lot of us would have put a Pentel refill in here anyway, or maybe a Zebra or a Pilot. We wouldn't go with Sailor. They kind of cut to the chase there. Okay, so here's the pen, fully plastic, capped rollerball, kind of muted aesthetics. Most of the pens we're seeing coming out these days are sort of like monochrome and muted. So it's in keeping with that 2024 design. And if you look at my July 2024 Writing With video, you'll see most of the new pens coming out look kind of like this. A lot of, matching here, maybe some nice metal highlights, monochrome or close to monochrome body. Grip is usually a color that matches the body, and very much in keeping with the times. You do have a metal interior, so it's a metal clip. It just has this plastic outside, which I think is very cool, and I think it looks great. Metal, I guess this is a finial. I think it's aluminum. It looks like it's aluminum. Nothing here. The pen does post. It's a good size pen. It's definitely on the wide side. That grip is right under 1/2 inch, and the body itself, you can see it's pretty wide. It has a sort of kind of executive type feel to it with the sort of extra width, almost like a signing pen or something like that. Uncapped, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, a little over 4.5 inches. Posted, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little over 6 inches, call it 6.5 inches. The main selling point of this pen is that it uses this, I hesitate to call it triangular, but it uses what they call the comfort grip system or the natural fit grip system. And basically it's this piece right here, and it's angle, curved. So it's like a semicircle, or not quite a semicircle, but almost, with two flat-ish areas. They're slightly convex, but I would essentially call them flat, and this is curved. And Sailor calls this adjustable because in the fountain pen version, basically you have to use a certain direction, which the nib is flat on the top. So what you could do is you could adjust this little piece right here and turn this piece right here. You can't truly adjust it. You could just rotate the grip section until it's at the angle you want. Obviously, with a pen like this rollerball, you don't have to do that, because you could just turn the pen, and the refill or the nib, whatever, it doesn't care what angle it's at. With a fountain pen, clearly, you'd have to adjust here to get the same effect. So this one's not technically adjustable, but it does have the effect of the adjustable fountain pen, because you could hold here. That's your finger, your forefinger and your thumb are on flats. Your kind of stabilizing finger is on a rounded. If you don't like that, you can turn. Now your thumb is on a flat, your forefinger is on a round, the stabilizing finger, your middle finger, whatever, is on a flat. You could go again. Now my forefinger is on a flat, my thumb is on a round, and you could pick whatever you want there. Obviously, there's only 3 different combinations, but you could, quote unquote, adjust it in the way Sailor says. Honestly, that's pretty lackluster. Like, it's not adjustable. You could turn the pen. Okay, with a fountain pen, you can't turn it. You have to turn this thing. But again, It's not an adjustment in my head. It's kind of like, I'd say they're overhyping a relatively simple feature. The grip is a bit like a Lamy Safari or All-Star, where it is somewhat triangular. For me, I actually prefer the Lamy. This is a little bit wider, and it's a little bit less suggestive of your fingers than the Lamy, but it's essentially the same for me. So if you like a Safari or All-Star or LX, I would say this is pretty close to that effect. Opening the pen up, we could see, again, all plastic in here. They didn't get any metal componentry in here at all. That's fine. It feels nice, but it is entirely plastic, which is like kind of a bummer for a pen that this expensive. It's, again, over $20. I want to say it's $29. You know, for $20-ish, you could buy a Uni Jetstream Prime, like a 3-color in all metal. And that's a beautiful pen, and really, I would say a big step up from this one. Same with the standard Jetstream Prime, but this is new and the prices haven't leveled out yet. You're still paying some sort of extra fees for importing it. So that's why the price premium exists. So this is the stock refill. It is a Pentel LRN5. So that's LR, that's their standard rollerball refills. 5 is 0.5 millimeter, and the LRN just means it has that needle tip there. So this is a normal Pentel refill in here, and it's the same you would get in any sort of standard Energel. It's not anything proprietary. It's a normal Energel ink, which is, to be fair, exactly what Sailor says here. They don't say Pentel, but they say Energel ink, equipped with dark, smooth, and quick drying Energel ink. They put it in quotes in some sort of sketchy way, and there probably should be like a R, like a registered trademark there. They didn't do any of that stuff, but it is Energel ink. They also, like I said, they call it a ballpoint. I don't agree with that. And over here, even again, they call it the Tuzu BP. I don't know why they do that. I will, just to be clear, they do say over here, Pentel is gel ink, LRN refill, and they do say all that copyright information is, or trademark information is correctly done there. Okay, so this is the Sailor Tuzu, T-U-Z-U. There's really not much to talk about here since we've done endless videos about Pentel's Energel ink. It's excellent gel ink in a rollerball format. I highly recommend it. We've done countless videos about it. There's been probably thousands or tens of thousands of comments talking about how people recommend Energel ink, and no shock, it does really well. As far as the pen writing experience goes, it's okay. It feels nice in your hand. It's on the large side, so if you like a wider pen with a grip that suggests your hand placement, then you're going to like this. If you don't like grips that are triangular and suggest your hand placement, I would avoid this one. The adjustable, the spinning nature of it, it doesn't work for me. You know, honestly, like, you're buying a pen like this because you like the flat sections, so you're probably going to use them like this. If you turn it over here and you get 2 flat sections and your thumbs it around, the difference in feeling in my hand is A, minimal, and B, worse. So you're just, for me, you're making the pen less stable. So maybe someone would love this grip. In that case, I guess this is the pen for you. For me, I made it a lot worse. If I spin it again, now I have my thumb and my middle finger on the flats. This is okay. It feels a little bit squirrely to me. So I'll spin it back to the standard way, the way the Lamy would be, and it's better. I wouldn't use it any other way. In fact, with 3 triangular sections, I think it probably would have been even better for me, but this is fine. So I like the grip. I just don't really see the point of adjusting it. Again, that's for me. Maybe other people want to change their grip sometimes, or they write in a way where they really need a circular section for their thumb, then I guess this is for you. But you've probably been waiting a very long time for what seems to be a strange option for me. Does it write well? Yep, Pentel made sure of that. The body itself, I think, is nicely done. Has a really nice click. You can hear there's a spring in here that has a nice spring action. You kind of hear it ringing. You might just make it out. It posts nicely. I think the body looks very cool. I do like the aesthetics of it. It says Sailor here and nothing else. No Tuzu, no Made In, no like weird logo. So it's really nice and clean. It's a good looking pen. It has a very kind of minimalist aesthetic, which I appreciate. I like the body contours. Kind of gets wider. It looks a lot like the Namiki Bamboo, which is a really high-end pen that's really hard to find these days, or Pilot Bamboo, whatever you want to call it. So I think that's great. And again, this clip looks awesome. Nice job here on some aesthetic and some like the aesthetic choices. I do feel like it's overpriced, and the fact that you're getting a high-end Energel for close to $30 is a little bit crazy to me, but it's a fun pen, and I'm glad to see Sailor coming out with some more adventurous stuff. I haven't seen a whole lot coming out from Sailor for a while now, aside from some like different color fountain pens, which seems to be their main innovation point right now. But so anyway, this was a very welcome addition to the 2024 pen lineup. Thanks for watching.